welcome to Grace, Gratitude, and Generosity. The 3G's, the three foundational ideas, words, actions, contemplations that ground us into our being. This video ministry of Robbinsdale Parkway United Church of Christ is grounded in grace and gratitude and generosity. As we move into a season of darkness, I invite you to take with you into this time of longer shadows and longer days, longer nights. I invite you to take into this darkness a bit of grace for yourself, a bit of compassion for who you are. Care for yourself in a way that honors our inconsistencies, our mistakes, the fears we have, the masks that we are called to wear sometimes. Be gracious with yourself. Find in that deep, dark place a memory of gratitude. Take with you the gifts that you bring. And lastly, go into that dark place with a generous heart. As we think about giving gifts this season, think about giving away things that are holding you back, holding you down. Be generous with your time, with your listening ears, your beautiful seeing eyes. I have a story to tell you on this day that reminds me of grace and gratitude and generosity. And it's not necessarily a pleasant story, but it's about this wonderful little pond that all summer long, where the trees have fallen and the logs kind of make their way over the pond in dead branches, there's a whole bunch of painted turtles that make that pond their home. They swim in the water during the day. They bask on the logs when the sun is out. It's just a beautiful place. And children come and just marvel at the painted turtles that are there. But somewhere along the way, they knew deep in their own ancient sense of being that when the wind got colder and the temperature dropped, some ancient wisdom in their heart told them to take a deep breath. And so they did. The painted turtles took a deep breath and they swam down below the muck in the mud of that little pond. It was only about waist deep high at this point. And they found a place to burrow in deep into that mud, crawl into that place, and know that they would not take another breath for a long, long time. So the turtle digs in and curls up into their shell and waits. Waits in silence, waits in darkness. And soon they know somehow deep in their being that the oxygen that they breathed all summer long would no longer be there. This pond would freeze, and the oxygen would be depleted, and they would not take another breath for months. So their heart rate slowed and slowed and slowed. And their temperature dropped to just above freezing. And they knew if they struggled, that it would kill them. That the environment that they knew where to go would no longer be safe. And so they sat. And they let the chemicals in their body balance each other out. The calcium from their bones and their shell would be depleted as they balanced out how to survive this long, dark winter. And somewhere deep in the turtle's mind, somewhere deep they knew that even as their heart rate was down to less than 1 beat per day, that the sun would come out and the ice would melt and they would be able to swim out of the mud and muck and breathe again. In that deep, dark night of the beautiful painted turtle became a place of deep and abiding faith. Faith and trust in grace, in gratitude, and generosity. Deep understanding of the soul. I invite you to take them into yourself and hibernate as the turtle, or know just deep in your own dark place, there's a place of faith. There's a place of deeper understanding that you know how beautiful and good you are. And this will help us survive. Thank you.